What is this, you ask? This is all of my Sisterlocks, as you can see. The reason I am showing you this, let me take one out. The reason I am showing you this is because I had to remove all of my Sisterlocks. And now I have no hair. So, where do I begin? Where do I begin? This is going to be a very interesting video, and I am not in any way trying to deter anyone from getting Sisterlocks. If that's something that you want to do, something you've always wanted to do, go for it. Don't let my experience be the determining factor that deters you from getting Sisterlocks. But I feel like if I would have done a little bit more, not necessarily research, because I did, do my research, but I feel that if I would have known my hair texture, how my hair responds to different things, I would have been better off not getting the Sisterlocks. So let's start from the beginning. As you all know, I got my Sisterlocks installed on August 20th. I believe it was August 20th, 21st, somewhere around there. I got them installed then. It took 2 days, 25 hours to get them installed. I absolutely loved them. Don't get me wrong. I loved them. They were so full and versatile. And I'll try to include some pictures at the end of this video to show you how nice they looked. I'll even try to put some in the middle of the video so that you all can see, how nice my Sisterlocks looked when I first got them established. Like I said, I got them done, had them in for pretty much April, May, June, almost 3 months. I went for my first retightening 5 weeks later. That one was covered in the cost that I paid for the Sisterlock, so that was free. I got them retightened then, so that was in May. And then I went back in June and got them retightened again in June. I always had a part here. So when I would always have the part here, I would always have my hair, going in this direction. So, all of this will be going, from the part, it would be going down, and then this part will be going over. So I never really looked at, my edges or anything like that to see what was going on. But I began to get bored with my color and with my hair, and I wanted to try some, I wanted to try some different colors. So what I did, and I'll kind of take out a few of the Sisterlocks. What I did, and actually I have a previous video showing this. I actually dyed my locks. Not really dyed them, but I did the spray. I sprayed them. So I don't think you can see it. It's kind of like a little bit, don't mind my nails. I need to get my nails done. But it's kind of a little like a copper kind of color, I want to say. You can't really see it, but it's pretty much like a copper color. So I did the copper. And like I said, I have a previous video where I did copper. You can kind of see it from here. It does look, pretty red. I did that color. Once I did the color, I was cool for a couple days, and then I got bored again. So I went to my stylist, which is a person that I used to go to for the past 10 years who does my color. Whenever I was a loose natural, she would do my color. So I went to her and I told her my frustrations, and she was like, she wanted to examine my hair and look at my hair. So when she went to, lifting up, the part here that I had, going in that direction, when she kind of went through and started looking, she noticed and she stopped right here. And I'm quite sure you can see that. She stopped right here. And she was like, Shantae, do you realize that, you know, your cowlicks, which I call them cowlicks. I'm a little country. Cowlicks are pretty much like a little bit of like, you know, when you have like a little spot here that's kind of bald. So in the South, we call them cowlicks. I don't know what you call them elsewhere, but she's always known that my hair was thin, you know, right here. It's always been thin about here. But if you notice, it's pretty much all the way to about here. So all of this is thin. When before, it used to be about that much that was thin. Because if you look over here, you see I only have a little bit of thinning here, which is this little piece right here. But if you look over here, I have a lot of thinning. So when she pointed that out, she was like, "Do you realize that your cowlicks are moving back, and it's going further and further back?" And I was like, "What?" So I'm freaking out, like, "Oh my God, my hair is falling out." So not only that, she examined the back of my hair, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll still turn around so you can see it. Um, Back here, hopefully you can see it. Back here, I'm not sure if you see it, but there's a bump right here. The bump is right here. And this bump, pretty much, I had a patch. This patch was gone. This patch of hair was completely gone from the back of my hair. So I had a patch in the front that was gone, and then a patch in the back that was gone. So now I'm livid because I'm like, why the hell would I go to get my hair retightened? You had to see it, because if my colorist just is going through and she's just looking around to see what's going on, and she notices balding here and then she notices balding back there, how do you as a Sisterlock consultant not see it? So I'm pissed off and I'm like, damn, I done wasted my money. This is crazy. Like, what am I going to do? So my stylist is like, look, either you continue with this journey, but if you continue and she keeps retightening your hair in this spot, it's going to go further and further and further back. Nobody wants that, because ain't nobody got time for no bald ass head, okay? So she pretty much told me I had to cut off my hair. So here we are. Long story short, as a result of my hair thinning in the front, as you can see, thinning in the back, I had to cut off my Sisterlocks. I was a little apprehensive at first because I kind of felt like I wasted my money. I pretty much wasted about $1,100 because it costs $900 to get them installed. The first retightening was free, and then the second retightening was $100. So $1,000. I pretty much spent $1,000 gone down the drain, pretty much. But I felt like it was for the better because I'm going for health and not length. So I've cut my hair before numerous times for different reasons, out of boredom, whatever they were. This time I had to cut it for the health of my hair. So what I advise everyone that's going through the Sisterlock journey or thinking about Sisterlocks, whatever it may be, do your research to find out the texture of your hair. The reason I say that is because the front of my hair, all of this, and if you look back at previous videos when I had the Sisterlocks, you would always notice that before I went for the retightening or after I got it retightened, I would always kind of point to this area here. I would always point to this area here. And the reason being, this area is very thin. Like, my hair is thick all over. Like, if you look here, my hair is very thick. It's very coarse. But here is the thinnest part of my hair. It's a straighter texture. My hair is like two different textures. It's straighter here, along here, just in this area, because here it's thick. Here is straight, and then right in the back, this little area here, this here is also very straight in texture. So I believe I was more like a 3C here, like a 3C, 4A here, and then a 4C everywhere else. Maybe like a 4H over here, because this shit over here is snappy. But I didn't realize my hair wouldn't respond well to it. And what pissed me off even more is, like I said earlier, if my colorist could see that my hair was thinning, why couldn't my consultant see it? Why is it that when I went for my first retightening, if she would have noticed that this area was thinning, she didn't even have to retighten this area for my first retightening. She could have told me, hey, I noticed, a little bit something going on here, a little something going on back here. So I'll retighten everything else, but I'll keep this area, not done. Because your hair is going in that direction. My hair is going in this direction anyway, so it's going to be covered. I'm not going to have my hair going straight back so you see that it's not retightened. But instead of her doing that, she just went about her business, retightened it, did her little rotations, whatever you want to call it, retightened my hair, and sent me about my business. And as a result, like I said, as you can see, you look here, this portion, it's not a lot missing, maybe about here. So those are my typical cowlicks or thin edges or whatever you want to call it. But if you look over here, you can even see my scalp all the way, damn it, all the way back here. You see my scalp. So all of this is gone. All of this is gone. But then looking over here, nothing, just a little bit, which is the typical that I'm used to. So, like I said, I had to cut them off, and I'm starting over, growing my hair out. I'm not gonna do the Sisterlocks again because my hair didn't agree with it. They're not for everyone, and I see now they're not for me. So it's been a month since I cut my hair. And when I first, when I got the Sisterlocks cut off, I had to go really low because it was right after a retightening. So I literally had a brush cut when I first cut my hair. I was brushing it over the summer. And now, as you can see, I can kind of sponge it. I got like a little bit of sponge action going on that I've been doing. Just spraying it with water and sponging it in the mornings. Coconut oil at night for moisture because as you can see, it's colored. But that's pretty much all I've been doing with it. So wanted to show you again. Come on again so that way you all can see where I've been over the past, couple months. I have been without hair. So this is all of my hair. All of the Sisterlocks, as you can see. They're all gone. All 430 of them. All gone. Poof. Gone. So I'll be coming on a little bit, every once in a while now because as I said, I don't have any Sisterlocks to show you all. But I will be coming on to document my current hair growth, the repair of this area here that came out as a result of the retightenings, and we'll go from there. So use this as a cautionary tale to do your research before you get Sisterlocks, to check on the integrity of your own hair to make sure that your hair can withstand retightening and Sisterlocks themselves. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.